I retired from the military, the United States Air Force, in 2013. The months went by, days went by, years started to go by. I started feeling my body, my physical and mental, starting to decline.
I'm Kenia Moreno. I'm Rudy Moreno's wife. I've known Rudy since kindergarten. He did find his job. He would go to work, come back, but there was something missing. Depression came in, isolation came in.
After talking with my wife, she says, well, you need to do something. You need to fix yourself.
I pretty much said, this can't be like this. You have to do something. You have to find something you like to do.
And she mentioned, why don't you start coaching kids boxing? So it was 3 years after my retirement in 2016 that we transformed our garage into a little mini boxing gym.
Soon came the local kids, friends' kids, family. Then I had an eye for my nephew.
My journey with H.E.R.O Inc. started back in 2016 when I was morbidly obese, and I was an alcoholic, and I was just looking for a way out of it.
And he was over 500 pounds at the time, and just by looking at him, I was like, man, he looked really, really, really bad. His complexion, just his breathing, and me and my wife, made it our goal to help Renee. 12 months went by, and we started seeing the improvement in Renee because he had lost already getting close to 200 pounds.
Just boxing itself and his program just helped me gain my confidence and make me feel like I could do something for myself,
His whole life changed. He gained his family back. Now he can run with his child. He could play with his child. He could throw the ball with his child.
They made me believe in myself, and I could, it's like if it wasn't for them, I probably would have been dead right now, honestly.
So at that point, we knew we were onto something. Literally, we had our own little mini community working out at our house every day. Also at that time, I was diagnosed with, I had a cyst in my lower spine that needed to be removed. So during that time when I had back surgery, I'm like, well, I can't, coach anymore. What are we gonna do? So luckily for me, I have a wonderful wife who is also into fitness. I could say she literally took over the program for about a year. Luckily, my wife was my inspiration. So once I did get better, then, I got back into the program, started training the kids.
At one time had our garage, our driveway, and our front yard. Then I'm like, I don't know how we're gonna do this because they don't fit anymore.
My uncle at that time was a boxing coach in Vista, at Vista Boxing Club. Why can't I partner H.E.R.O with Vista Boxing? And some way, somehow, God kind of guided me at the same time. And I ended up starting a nonprofit organization, which is helping everyone reach opportunity, H.E.R.O.
Listen up. All right.
Vista Boxing Club with Coach Rudy and everything. I feel happy. It feels like a second home to me. It just makes me stronger mentally and physically.
When I compete in boxing, I'm not scared to do other things, and I'm more disciplined and tough.
Coach Rudy has a great heart.
He takes away his time to teach us new skills.
I think with Coach Rudy, I will make it to the Olympics.
He takes us places to compete, places where we haven't been.
He's like family to me. He's a good friend. He's a good partner to be with. He's a good person to talk to,
He teaches me stuff and he helps me with my homework, and he's patient with me.
Coach Rudy has some great boxing experience, and I love training with him.
While in the Air Force, I was an all Air Force boxer. I had the opportunity to be coached by the best coaches I could have ever asked for. Mr. Coach Alanese, he happened to be an Olympic coach. He was actually in the corner of Oscar De La Hoya when Oscar De La Hoya won his gold medal. Coach Ron Sims, he was an Olympic alternate boxer for the Team USA. You know, I was able to win the All Air Force Boxing Championship. I won a few other tournaments, but unfortunately, due to 9/11, duty called. You know, I was an airman first before I was a boxer, so I deployed multiple times, you know, in combat. I was raised here in Vista, District 1, and I'm attached to the neighborhood. Two coaches that I happened to meet inspired me to do what they were doing in Las Vegas. You know, giving back to the community, giving back to the youth. They had really good boxing programs, and not only did they have boxing programs, they had learning resource centers for those same kids in their boxing program. And that's definitely a goal or dream that I would like to bring to Vista. And I just feel like, you know, these kids, if we don't mentor them, you know, the right way, then they're gonna go to the gangs and to the drugs, and that's how it all starts, you know.
This is our community. This is where we live. I think it is our responsibility as a community, as adults, to plant that seed in our kids, which are the future.
I was one of those kids at one time, and I went through that life, and I think in my heart that's why I want to give back.